You're tuned into All Too Real 2. Be sure to subscribe, download, share the show with a friend, and stop by all2real2.com for our social links, Patreon, and TeePublic store info.
Hi, I'm Chris.
And I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Fergal.
And we're from Movie Smash.
Comic book movies are having a golden age right now with the MCU.
Movies based on comics aren't necessarily a new thing, but they're a big thing.
Join us every other Tuesday on Movie Smash.
We explore these movies and find some hidden gems.
Every other week, we revisit some of the best.
And some of the worst movies based on comics or graphic novels.
Was Green Lantern as bad as you remember?
Heck no!
Is Time Cop the most accurate time travel movie ever created?
Absolutely.
Was Mystery Men way ahead of its time?
Should they be revisited? Should they be forgotten?
Join us on Movie Smash and find out. Listen wherever you find your fine podcasts.
Okay, everybody, welcome to the latest episode of All Too Real 2. My name is Michael E. Cullen II, and with me, as always, is...
Sesame, New Person Poker, and Carta.
It's a good name.
Thank you.
It's a great name.
Thank you.
I think you should stick with that from now on.
Okay.
Yeah. You should get it tattooed on your forehead as well.
No, I don't think that.
I think with you changing your middle name each week, I think every week you should have to tattoo it on your forehead.
Oh my God. It'd just be like nothing but ink and just written over the other ink. I mean, how many hundreds of names?
Or just on your face somewhere, and you can look like Post Malone in a week or two, It'd just be, yeah.
Okay. I don't want to be mean, but this is my personal opinion. I don't think Post Malone, not saying he's bad, but I don't think Post Malone, had he not have all the tattoos and stuff like that, and he played the music that he plays, it would just be considered just mediocre, nothing. But it's the fact that he has all the tattoos that makes him more noticeable, I think, in my opinion.
I mean, it could be. There's there's something to be said for the look of people, because ever since MTV came along, where before you could look like a middle-aged dad and have a hit romance song or something, and then after that it's
I mean, once Huey Lewis and the News, they had a few good music videos, but they kind of made fun of that though too. So
yeah.
The dorkiness of it, or even Margaritaville. What's that guy?
Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah, he had a few weird music videos that were very much middle-aged dad type of, middle-aged dad mustache type dude at the beach,
Yeah, you have the
old music videos, man. Back when they had life and you're funny and
Yeah, before I'm saying, before music videos, nobody knew what people looked like, so they didn't give a shit. When you're just unless they were somebody like Frank Sinatra or somebody, nobody really knew what you looked like.
No.
Anyways, I know what somebody looks like, and they look like a jerk. And no, not really. This today on the show, we are covering a direct-to-TV sequel, a made-for-television film called The Jerk,
Two. Get it?
E-O-O.
Kind of like our podcast, All Too Real 2.
Yeah.
It's The Jerk 2.
But that would imply that there's somebody else who's the jerk, but this is the same character.
It's the same character.
So
I'm not sure why they...
So it's not like there's a new jerk. This is the old jerk.
Same as the new jerk, same as the old jerk.
New jerk, same as the old jerk.
Yeah.
Anyways, this TV movie came out in 1984. I believe it was on ABC. Or no, NBC. Sorry, not ABC. I said ABC by mistake. I meant to say NBC. It actually premiered right before The New Show, which was Lorne Michaels' show that he like a sketch comedy show that he had created after he left Saturday Night Live for a while. So
I didn't know he did. All right, interesting.
and the night it premiered, after the research I've done, one of the guests on that show was Steve Martin.
Mm-hmm.
Who does not appear in this movie.
Nope.
Even though he's got a writing credit from characters and he executive produced this, which is probably just, so he got some money out of it. Anyways.
The director here, he's got a few interesting movies I've noticed before.
Oh, yeah.
You can go ahead and mention them.
Yeah. So first off, let's go with the log line here from the Internet Movie Database for this movie. It says, Navin Johnson sets out to travel to Los Angeles to attend the wedding of his pen pal Marie, but is sidetracked by the leaders of a gang of the leader of a gang of hobos who takes him to Las Vegas when learning of Navin's skills at playing cards.
Yeah, I mean, there you go. That's it.
Yeah, that's the first half of the movie.
That's basically a big part of the movie. Yeah,
it's not the whole thing.
No, it's not, it's a big part of it.
So this film was directed by Michael Schultz, who he has directed a lot of interesting things. He directed Cooley High, which, speaking of TV shows, Cooley High was the basis of Good Times, the TV show.
Oh, interesting.
He also directed Crush Groove, Car Wash, Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon, which is a classic.
Yeah.
More recently, he directed 3 episodes of the TV show Found, which just sadly got canceled. He directed episodes of All American, the reboot of The Wonder Years, the Black Lightning TV show, Manifest, New Girl, Once Upon a Time, Arrow,
Disorderlies. I like that movie.
Yeah, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, episodes of Chuck, which is a good show, regardless of the fact that the star of it has gone crazy. He Diagnosis Murder. I'm going through this. Yeah. He's directed a lot. Greased Lightning, Which Way Is Up. Both of those, I believe. What's Greased Lightning? That was, both of those are Richard Pryor films.
Yeah. Okay. I remember that one.
Yeah. So he's done a lot of good stuff. He also directed Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Starring the Bee Gees and Peter Frampton. Have you ever seen that movie?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, we're gonna have to cover it in the future. It's
he also do? Did you mention Crush Groove?
Yeah,
and also Disorderlies. Both of them are the Fat Boys.
Yeah,
interesting.
So this was written based on characters by Steve Martin, written by Carl Gottlieb, who wrote Jaws and Jaws 2,
okay.
Dr. Detroit. I actually talked to Carl once, but anyways, that's another story altogether. He wrote Caveman. He wrote Dr. Detroit, Jaws 3D.
Dr. Detroit. What is that movie about? I know Dan Aykroyd in it.
It's Dan Aykroyd. I barely remember it.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe we'll cover that in the future.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen it, but I don't remember anything about it.
Then the other writer was Ziggy Steinberg, which is a great name. I don't know why. I really like that name. Ziggy Steinberg. Yeah. He wrote Another You, starring Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder. Wrote The Boss's Wife. He wrote episodes of Three's Company, episodes of The Mary Tyler Moore Show, The Bob Newhart Show, TV special Lily Tomlin, Lily for President, and Porky's Revenge, which is a sequel to Porky's. So, okay, and those are our writers. So this movie stars, instead of Steve Martin in the lead, it stars the recently passed away Mark Blankfield. Mark, people may know from Robin Hood Men in Tights, where he plays Blinken. He's also in Dracula Dead and Loving It. Prior to this, he had been in the movie Jekyll and Hyde Together Again. He also did several episodes of what I know him most from is Saved by the Bell. He played a character named James, who Zach would often pay to do like schemes and stuff. He was like an actor, and Zach would pay him to like pretend he was his dad and stuff like that. So, yeah, but he's done a whole lot of TV and stuff like that. And he was just prior to this, or at the same time, he was on the TV show Fridays, which was like a sketch comedy show similar to Saturday Night Live that ABC had on Friday nights, which also had Michael Richards and Larry David and some other people on it. So my dad and I. So when I was real little, when that was on, I clearly remember going to Little Caesars on Fridays and getting them. They used to have those big things where you could get what they had pizza where you got 2 pizzas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they were on like these big, it was like a big long piece of cardboard covered in paper, and the 2 pizzas were in there. I remember this clearly.
Wow.
So he would get the pizza and we'd sit down and watch Fridays.
That's cool.
I was probably like 4 or 5 years old.
How long did that show go on? Like how?
Fridays. Let's see here. Where is it? Fridays was on from 1980 to 82. I was born in 77, so whatever I was at that time, I was not that old. So. But yeah, he was on that. Like I said, Larry David, Melanie Chartoff, Michael Richards. The announcer was Jack Burns. There's other people too. But yeah, Rich Hall was on it too. He was a SNL cast member at one point too. Yeah. It was famous for Andy Kaufman getting pissed off when he was hosting it one time on air because it was live. So, anyways, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, we also have Ray Walston, who people will know from like a lot of things, like My Favorite Martian, the TV show, Popeye, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, where he played Mr. Hand. He also covered the TV show version of Fast Times. So on Picket Fences, he was in The Sting. He's like, I believe, like he won Prime Emmy and other things. So yeah, he's an actor that should not have had to been in this movie.
Nope.
2 big names in it. We have Robert Sampson as Van Buren. We have Patricia Barry as Mrs. Van Buren. We have Barry Ingram as Carl the butler. Stacey Nelkin as Marie Van Buren. We have Jean Leclerc as Count Marco. We have Thalmus Razala as Crossroads. The only person returning from the Jerk movie is Mabel King as Mama Johnson. Yep. So there's a bunch of other people in this. We have like Lainey Kazan and Jimmy J.J. Walker, who I've met, and Martin Mull as like cameo card players in there and stuff. It's just weird. But then we have, what's her name? I'm trying to find her. I had it written down, but there's a random musical number in the middle of this movie. Yep. And we have, who was it? I was trying to find this lady's name. The fuck did her? Talk amongst yourself, folks.
We're almost 15 minutes in, by the way.
I know.
Just let you know.
We're good. But anyways, there's a bag lady at one point, and Gwen Verdon, and she's she's listed, she's not credited. That's why she wasn't listed in the main cast list.
Which sucks.
And she's like a famous like Broadway star and shit. So.
And it was a good scene too. It's like it kind of messed up her.
So your thoughts here, Sesame?
I don't know, man. I never really liked The Jerk. I never liked that movie that much.
Yeah,
so.
I'm not a big fan of it either. I love Steve Martin, but it was never one of my favorites of his.
Something about it I just didn't like. So The Jerk 2, I actually kind of liked this more than the actual movie. Bush, which is not much of a compliment because I didn't like the original, but I don't know. It was stupid. It wasn't. I mean, it was like way over the top. It wasn't really that funny, but you can tell people try. They put a lot of effort into their roles in this film or movie or whatever you call it. But yeah, I would probably not watch it again.
No, the thing is like, I understand the appeal of The Jerk. I don't understand the idea to make a pseudo sequel / pilot for a television series based on it.
Right.
It's like, I know it was like a huge hit and everything, but like the original Jerk was, I think, rated R.
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, and if I'm remembering correctly, it was. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to look it up. But it was at least PG-13, and then you've got this. No, it wouldn't have been PG-13 because PG-13 didn't exist at that time.
That's right. It was a PG, then the R.
Yeah, an X. I just don't see. the thing is, it's like it's really hard to adapt a movie to TV, like a sequel to it, or a TV series. Like we've covered several failed TV series based on movies, but this is also not really that. I mean, I think they were trying to because the development, they say that it was like a reworked version of the film. It was intended to serve as a TV pilot, but was never picked up to series. So yeah, it's
right. But they still market it though as a sequel to the Steve Martin film. So it's like, well, that's false advertising because it's not a sequel; it's a retelling of the same story. That's not a sequel.
No, and it's because in the other movie we go through, from what I remember, because like I said, I've only watched The Jerk a couple times, and it's been like 20 years since I've seen it, probably at least. And it's in the first movie, he goes off on an adventure. He doesn't have a pen pal like in this movie. There is a character named Marie that Bernadette Peters plays, but he meets her along the way on his adventure, and it shows him leaving his family for the first time, whereas this shows him leaving his family for the first time.
Right.
So we're like revisiting that same sort of thing on a different adventure and just ignoring the events of the first movie.
Right.
Yeah.
He's got pen pals that he's had since the 6th grade, which I'm guessing had something to do with their schools.
Well, they actually say why in the thing.
Oh, okay, I must have missed that.
They both entered a contest of some sort and came both tied for second in a contest to create a new animal.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember now.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was like. You combined two animals, like a alligator and a something else. I don't know. It was stupid.
I mean, I had a pen pal. I mean, they did do that when I was in school. Like I ended up having a pen pal in Australia. And I still have some of my letters I wrote to him.
Yeah.
It's like ridiculous because all I'm talking about is like video games. Like, I hope I get Dr. Mario this year for Christmas or something like that. I don't know, something like that. And he was like, oh, that's interesting. I don't really play video games. They're talking about video games the whole time. And but yeah, so I guess they probably did something like that, back then.
Let me write you a whole letter about something you don't give a shit about.
I don't know why I even have. Did I make copies of these letters? I don't know why I still have them.
Or maybe you had second thoughts and didn't send those things. You're like,
because like, how would I get those back? But yeah, it's like,
I'm trying to remember if we ever did that at my school. I will fully admit, I don't know what it is, but I've blocked out a lot of my childhood.
Oh yeah.
I remember certain things here and there, but I didn't enjoy much of my childhood. So I mean, it wasn't like a bad childhood. It wasn't nothing like with my parents or anything. It was just more like kids at school being jerks, pun intended.
It's a trauma thing. You block out a lot of stuff. But like sometimes like the same thing happens to me, but I think I was just really bored for most of my childhood, and it wasn't really anyone's fault. It was just like wasn't stimulated by anything that I just wasn't interested in boring shit, so but like occasionally like I'll remember something here and there, and it kind of jogs memory a little bit more.
I am too. I have more of a general feeling about my childhood than memories.
Yeah, it's pretty much me too. But this guy apparently had the greatest childhood ever because he's off writing to pen pals in Los Angeles. He's got a great family that keeps him out of trouble because he just believes what anyone tells him, and jazz. So the basic idea of this movie is that Marie, his pen pal, is like this rich woman, or comes from a rich family, I should say, a rich, young woman who is supposed to marry this like Count guy, Count Marco something. Get it? Because he's royalty, so he's got a long name. Something to do with Bosnia. I don't even think they did the research because Bosnia didn't have, as far as I know, royalty because
I think
Bosnia at that time was under Yugoslavia, which was a communist dictatorship. I'm pretty sure
something like he was like part of it was Bosnia. Like he wasn't over Bosnia. He was like over something else, but it was through Bosnia, like maybe through Bosnian heritage or something, some bullshit like that.
They may have just made it up too because they just didn't give a shit.
Nobody's going to care when you're watching
because they didn't have us in mind. Picking apart this dumbass.
Yeah, like
40 years later.
Yeah.
But yeah, I liked her though, Marie. She was a nice character.
Oh yeah, she's a good actress. She was in her name Stacey Nelkin. She was in I remember her from Halloween 3, which is the one without Michael Myers. season of The Witch.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
She did a lot. I mean, she's guess still kind of acting. So yeah, I mean, she's a good actress. She was very pretty. Yeah, kind of had like a, I don't know, Courtney Cox kind of vibe to her or something. But yeah,
I thought Mark Blankfield did a pretty good job of playing.
Yeah, I mean, it's like they made Navin like stupider than he was in The Jerk, though, from what I remember.
Yeah,
because
like a little bit more gullible. Like,
yeah,
it's like almost too much.
Yeah.
He said he was on Fridays. It looks like he was on the TV show Friday.
Yeah, that's supposed to be, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, like you were reading that earlier. It's like Robin Hood Men in Tights, Dracula.
Yeah. I mean, he was a good actor. I mean, he just died like a couple years ago.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. I don't know what he died of. But yeah, I didn't know he died until I was reading about this. Yeah, I was kind of sad when I found that out. I was like, oh no. Yeah. But yeah, he was funny in Robin Hood Men in Tights. I know that. That's one of my favorite Mel Brooks movies. But yeah, so basically he travels to go meet her and he's doing stupid shit. Like he ends up, basically giving all of his food and everything that his family gave him away to these hobos. And there's like this hobo union or something that the leader is played by the great Ray Walston.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how the hell they got Ray Walston in this movie. I don't know what else he was doing at that time, but it's like...
I know. This is 2 years after, or maybe 3 years after Fast Times came out.
Yeah.
So maybe he was just looking for work because he was more of like a theater kind of guy than a...
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It's like he did like...
a lot with people like that where they're really good at theater acting, but they can't... Like the guy who plays Vernon Dudley from the Harry Potter movies was actually like a really good
Oh yeah.
Your actor, but nobody knows that outside of the people who watch that stuff,
But like Ray Walston has like a very storied career in film and TV too, though. So it's like, yeah, he's like I said, he's won Emmys and stuff like that from television. Yeah. So he was a good actor though. But yeah, I don't know what this movie is about. I mean, it's it's pretty straightforward. I mean, yeah, he goes, he's an idiot but a lovable idiot. And he like you said, he finds this group of hobos. They try to scam him out of his money, but he keeps winning the card games anyway because he's just naturally lucky. Even when they try to make up a fake card game, he still wins their fake game. And so the leader, Diesel, he's like, hey guys, like I'm just gonna like take him under my wing and just make a bunch of money. Yeah.
So that's all he does. He just does that until he makes enough money to go. He finally takes him to Los Angeles after he bought like a Rolls Royce or something from the casino that they had made a bunch of money from. And then like that's when we finally get to, that's like the first half of the movie is just him getting to Los Angeles after winning a whole bunch of money for Diesel. And then Diesel gives them some of it too, because Diesel actually kind of grows to actually like him, not just
take him under his wing, literally. Like and so he's there and everything, and things are going okay, and like, but people think he's being like snobby by making or snooty or by making jokes, but he's not actually making jokes, even though the butler thinks he's hilarious, but he's just saying things because he's stupid and he doesn't understand common phrases and things.
He always like thinks he's like got this like sharp wit. So no. And I
think the butler was my favorite character because
he was great. The butler is a great guy.
Yeah, but then I mean, like things are going great. They're and there's he's spending time with Marie during the day and stuff, and you're having your little falling in love montage, even though she's supposed to be getting married. We find but at this dinner, he shows a picture to the family of his family,
right? Black family.
Yeah, and they basically become racist and kick him out because he has a black family.
Well, I thought maybe I misunderstood because the one guy said they weren't amused by it. So I don't know if they thought he was just being more of an asshole by...
Yeah, maybe they thought he was joking by showing a picture of him with a black family and not realizing that was actually his family.
Right, so maybe they thought he was just kind of being an asshole. Like, oh, I see. You just took a picture with a bunch of random black people. You must be so, great, whatever. Yeah. Didn't it kind of happen in the first movie a little bit though too? Where they found out about his family or something. Or
like something. I haven't watched the movie in like a lifetime, so I don't know.
He ends up kicking someone.
I was gonna watch it before we reviewed this one, but I didn't have time. But
It's a good thing you didn't. I know he ends up kicking the guy in the balls because he made fun of his family, but then the guy literally had like balls of steel or some bullshit. I don't know. It was dumb. Dumb movie. Sorry, Steve Martin. I love you. I think that's the worst thing you've ever made. Anyway, you know.
Steve wrote that movie too. It was directed.
I'm sorry, Steve. You know, that was like 40-something years ago. That was
it was directed by Carl Reiner too. So
Carl Reiner, who is that like in relation to?
Is Rob Reiner's dad?
Is it okay? I didn't realize that. Okay, cool.
Yeah, Carl Reiner, who is also, speaking of other things and connections to this movie, it was Carl Reiner and Mel Brooks were comedy partners for years. And his best friend, and Carl Reiner also created the Dick Van Dyke Show, starred in that as well as I can't remember, but the host that Dick Van Dyke's character wrote for. So yeah, I
didn't realize the Reiner family was like a sort of like a family.
Oh, yeah. They're a Hollywood dynasty basically.
Speaking of Reiner, I started watching Spinal Tap 2 the other night.
Yeah,
I didn't like it that much, but it was nice. But still, it was sad because I was watching Rob Reiner,
Oh, yeah.
Because that movie had just come out like a month before he was murdered or something like that.
Yeah, that's sad.
I watched most of it. I'll have to rewatch it. It wasn't horrible. It was just kind of like milquetoast. It was like, okay, like that's okay. I don't know. That's why I don't like sequels that take place 40 years after. I don't like that.
Like legacy sequels are kind of.
I don't like. Just don't do it. Like if you want to do it like a few years later, that's fine. But like, why do you need
unless you're doing it for a made-for-TV movie?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Spinal Tap, the TV pilot.
Yeah, they recast everybody.
Oh God, no. That would be absolutely horrible.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I mean, so he has to get back in, and Diesel helps him. He finds Diesel, and he gets some advice from a dancer who's trying to sleep with him.
The belly dancer, yes.
Yeah. He's like basically talking about how he's in love with Marie. They try to
pissed at him too because he's not taking any of her innuendos.
Yeah.
He's like, what the hell's the matter with you, kid? He's like, what's your favorite dessert? He's like, oh, lemon meringue pie.
Yeah, and the
it is my favorite though. I love lemon.
No, it is good.
For real, I do.
So Diesel helps him sneak back in to the house. He tries to get into the window. They pull him up on these pulleys, and he notices that the Count is like cheating on Marie with somebody else.
I think the maid.
Yeah, I think it was the maid. And then and then he crashes through her window. And then they have like some kind of they go to like this hobo spot to have a romantic date.
That Diesel took him to.
Yeah.
He knows all the spots. He's a professional hobo, though. He knows all the spots.
Yeah.
And I imagine they probably do have stuff like that. Like with anything else, there probably is like a sort of like areas that about. Like if you're in the crew, like oh, go to this go to this area, whatever, type of thing. I bet you there was probably something like that going on. He's professional.
Yeah. So Navin tries to tell his feelings to her and stuff, and and then. But basically, Marco the Count, he gets Navin abducted there. And then we have like stupid scenes with these two like thugs of Marco's that abducted him. And then we have the hobo union all gets together, and they all.
The union, yes.
Yeah. They go, union. Yeah. There's a hobo union.
Yes. Yes, there is, apparently.
Yes. I mean, unionizing is good. So
Diesel is very, very quick to point out. He's very nuanced, man. He's quick to point out the difference between a hobo and a bum. You got to explain the difference between those two.
And
I'm not sure what the difference is, but he said a very fine difference. But
one's really about the life. The other one's kind of
yeah. That's what he was. Yeah. He's like, we're about this life. Okay, we chose to do this. We don't beg or steal. We just swindle people, which is kind of the same thing. But
you don't want to let anybody on Fox News know that people choose to live on the streets.
Don't like actually tell them that. They'll do a front story on that.
Yeah. Claim everybody that's homeless wants to live on the streets, and they're all druggies. And
see, we saw it in The Jerk 2, 1984. The guys.
Ray Walston said so.
Ray Walston said so in 1984.
Yeah.
Sequel TV movie and NBC. Aired, mind you, on January 6th, 1984. Interesting.
Yes.
Maybe,
Somehow this is Jesse Waters' favorite movie. Anyway,
that's what got me the idea. He probably watched this when he was a kid on January 6th. And then when it actually happened, he's like, why do I like this day so much? Just because that's what he saw this. And then he realized, like, yeah, wait, that hobo gave that speech where he said it was a good thing to be a hobo. And I didn't like that even back then. So now this is why I'm bigger. I don't know.
Yes. It's the villain origin story of Jesse Waters.
It's the origin story of Jesse Waters.
So anyways, they sneak back in. Diesel's dressed like a clown for some reason. I honestly think they dressed him like a clown, and this is my weird theory, and it's probably true. So there were scenes where the clown is doing kind of stunt type work, and it was probably easier because he was dressed up like a clown to get the stunt man to look like him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's my guess. You know, when you have an older actor, and so anyways, they end up, stopping the wedding, and he professes his love, and then they go off in a hot air balloon,
and then that's where they die because they keep going up and up and up. And then they don't know how to stop it, and it just flies up, and I'm not actually sure how high I don't really know. I imagine at some point it has to come down, but I don't know. Does it? I mean, it's like
hot air balloons are really cool. So I live now currently in a city that has a balloon fest every year, and it's really cool to see. Even if you don't go to it, you can just see them. Like I was at my work, and you could just see them floating outside the window.
No, it's true. One time I was coming back with Charlene once a long time ago, and we were coming from, we were coming from Findlay for somewhere, and then we just saw all these hot air balloons. Like what the hell was going on? And that was what it was. It was like what, August, I think is when they do it.
Something like that. And
August.
They do hot air balloon rides too, if you want, at the thing, which I was tempted to try to do, but I think it's like $60 or something to do it. So it's like,
I mean, I would imagine that they're pretty.
Yeah.
Apparently they can go really, really high. Like, you know what you're doing. The highest record was 69,000 feet. No, thank you.
Jeez.
No, thank you at all. Are you kidding me?
Could you breathe?
Common is 1,000. This is according to AI, so who knows? But typical flight altitude is 1,000 to 3,000 feet.
Yeah.
It's common for relaxed rides. It's still a little bit too high for me. Relaxed rides, offering intimate views of the landscape, wildlife. And then there's 2,000 to 5,000 feet, a popular range for breathtaking panoramic views of the surrounding countryside, mountains, and desert. Up to 10,000 feet.
Yeah.
Some roads can reach this height, especially in areas of vast, clear landscape like Lake Tahoe. So my headcanon is that they died, basically. That was the last thing they did together, was they kind of sort of got married-ish, not really. And then they went up there, and then no one ever saw them again because they died. So.
You said like 10,000? Okay.
What's that?
You said like 10,000 feet?
One of the things.
A mile is 5,280 feet.
The thing I say here is up to 10,000 feet. Here's a source set. It just tends me to like an Instagram.
It's crazy. I mean, that's cool.
Anyway, they died. So,
they died. That's why we never had a series.
Yes, that was the real reason.
Oh, poor Navin.
Yeah.
And I wanted to talk about the fact that the movie had a theme song.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about this. Yeah, that's a musical number. Yeah.
Yes. John Sebastian did the theme song. He was a founding member of the Loving Spoonful, who did the song "Do You Believe in Magic" and "Summer in the City."
It reminded me though of Randy Newman a little bit though.
Yeah. He also sang the theme song for Welcome Back, Kotter, the TV series.
Oh my God. Wow.
I thought his voice sounded familiar. I had to look up like who did this song, because I was like, but he did Do You Believe in Magic and then Summer in the City.
That's crazy. There's also a musical number in this movie too.
Yeah, there's a random musical number, like you were saying with that one Broadway singer. I'm not gonna look her up again. I said it earlier, but it's just weird. It was a weird random. It's like 50 minutes into the movie, and all of a sudden there's like a song and dance number. And nothing against Mark Blankfield, but he couldn't sing like at all. So,
No, it's just like it's weird because he's like writing a letter home.
Yeah.
And then she's this homeless woman who's just sitting next to him on the bench. And then she like, feels all nice because of the things he's writing home. And then he's like, I don't know how to tell her how I feel. And then literally out of nowhere, she just starts singing. I'm like, wait, what? Like, what the hell's going on here?
and then the thing is I'm like, it's like this dance number, and it's like, okay, is this in his head or is this real? But then like Marco comes by, actually sees it happen. So it's I guess real.
Or maybe maybe this is like a fantasy. Maybe he had already gone in the hot air balloon before, and this whole thing, he's the one that's dying this entire time. Like, he never actually made it to Los Angeles. He's just there by himself.
The whole movie's in his head.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Some kind of Inception thing or something. Yeah. I don't know what's going on. But yeah. Anyways, do you have anything else to say about this movie?
No, not really.
Me either. Yeah. So folks, just, thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed this episode.
I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know why you would, but
be sure to go to all2real2.com and check out our TeePublic and our Patreon. Good ways to help support the show. Give us a 5-star review wherever you can. There's links to all of our social media there too. Share the show wherever you can. Go up in a hot air balloon and, maybe on the side of the hot air balloon, write like all2real2.com.
Do it.
Yeah. If you have a hot air balloon. Because, the number one demographic of our podcast are hot air balloon owners.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. And just be good to each other. Be different. Be yourself. Trans lives are human lives. No human is illegal. Free Palestine. Fuck ICE. Go Mud Hens. I don't know why I'm saying that. Just remember that I love you. Navin has a theme song, and that's just weird. It's called Navin's Theme.
I know. That's what it's called, David's theme.
Yes.
Oh my God. Wow.
And the tune stuck in my head, but I don't know any of the lyrics except for where it goes, Navin. Da, 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 da,
It
da.
reminds me of Randy Newman.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was at first.
No, it's John Sebastian.
No.
So anyways, look up the theme song. It's actually not bad.
No, that's what I'm saying. I thought it was Randy Newman. I'm like, oh, okay. You know, it's not like every Randy Newman song. Bro, it's like, you got a friend me. It's pretty much
short people.
he has a song called Baltimore. It's really good though.
Yeah.
Baltimore's a great song.
Yeah. Anyways, folks, like I said, Sesame loves you.
I do.
And until next time.
Bye-bye. Thanks for listening to All Too Real 2 podcast, a Cullen Park production. Produced and edited by Michael E. Cullen II. Music by Matthew Hawes. Subscribe and share the show. Visit us at cullenpark.com.